but he ended up killing him. Yeah, because this dude is at 15 HP or so, and oh, this dude got sent to the Shadow Realm. Holy shit.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
What is up, Scar Knight, bringing you the beginning of the season of the Mega Season, I guess is what it's called. Is it Chapter 4, Season 2? Something like that? I don't know, I really should keep track of this stuff. But yeah, welcome to the All Green Challenge. This is Project Emerald, the 800 video special, which is kind of embarrassing because, like, you know, the last All Something Challenge, like I mentioned in the video that it's the 700 video special, and in the thumbnail I put 800 video, and I even put in the title. That's fixed now. Like if you go back and look, it's fixed. So yeah, it's kind of a oopsie there and all that. And I actually, just like the All Gray Challenge, had some type of update malfunction where I lost some footage. But you know, if you watch that episode, that's already explained. But for this episode, yeah, that kind of happened to me again. I won the All Green Challenge after like 3 tries. Like the 3rd match, I had won it, and I didn't realize it was the end of the season because last season I didn't play all that much. And then this season starts, and because updates are a thing, that makes the replay outdated. So I have to do this again, which is why I'm here. I'm all like, well, I mean, it fits the green thing with the Mega, since like the whole word of Mega is green. I think it works perfectly fine. So we're gonna try this again. And this is actually me recording my first time seeing this trailer and seeing how well I do on the first day. So yeah, you'll see that pretty quickly. It makes me feel weird calling this the All Green Challenge because, like, literally I've been doing Green Demon challenges for so long, and I still got like I think 1 more or even a few left that I have to do, but that's until the subscriber special is a thing. So yeah. But this season looks pretty promising. The last season I didn't really like care all that much, but you know, yeah, it's just, that's just me thing, I guess. Either way, that's the end of that. So now let's go over the rules, and this is gonna look familiar to you, but it's gonna be slightly tweaked from the rules before, just like this one right here. Only green weapons and green recovery items are allowed. You know, obviously it's an all green challenge, the Project Emerald challenge, so if you're gonna do the green challenge, this is what you have to do. If you accidentally grab any other item or different rarity, however, you will have time to take it out of your inventory. If you use that said item, however, you are disqualified. And yeah, it's only super temporary. Like, I know everybody makes mistakes that, like, if you just grab something, because I definitely did in the All Gray challenge, if that happens, just drop it immediately. So yeah, items that are not part of your inventory but are able to be used in the overworld, such as consumable mushrooms, campfires, destroying gasoline tanks, etc., are allowed as long as it's not a part of your inventory. This rule is mostly for future rarity challenges depending outside of gray. Regardless, I tried to avoid doing too much with that rule because I feel weird about like looking around for consumable mushrooms and being okay to use them. So I try to avoid that. No traps outside of its rarity. For example, like if I'm doing purple challenge, then I'm able to use purple launch pad since it is purple. I don't think there is any traps of any kind, but who knows, there might be an update where, like, if it's not traps, then it might be just launch pads or something, and obviously it's only dedicated to whatever that rarity is. So yeah, buying items of your said rarity in machines are allowed. Obtaining keys are also allowed in this. This is different because there wasn't keys back then, at least specifically to what it was around that all gray challenge. But keys, you automatically pick them up, And if that happens, that's okay, because these keys, you could use them for like machines that, you know, the ones that are like 5 on the ground that you see purple and gold and exotic weapons. If you're doing that rarity, you're able to do that. And this also qualifies with vaults and such. And as for the all green challenge, you know, you could buy in those machines like minis and like green guns and stuff like that. So yeah, it's really specific, but it is allowed. So in the all gray challenge, I banned UFOs, and that's not really the case anymore because that was very season specific. But for this season, I guess I could ban augments. I'm not going to be using any augments whatsoever because they're pretty much enhancements that kind of help you in the game. Some of them obviously wouldn't help you much in that rarity challenge or whatever, but there's other stuff like balloons and such that is technically blue, and I just rather not use augments altogether. So it was kind of surprising that it stayed in this season, because I thought it was going to be gone. Like, I thought last season was going to be its only appearance, and that's going to be the thing for that season alone. So yeah, a bit interesting nonetheless. Outside of the Great Challenge, you cannot upgrade to the rarity you want. You have to find the weapons/recovery items you're looking for. So I need to clarify because this could be misconstrued. Even though you could pick up technically a gray weapon, you cannot, like, you know, like I said, you have to drop it immediately, because if you use it, you're disqualified. But if you use that gray weapon, for example, like this is hypothetically speaking, if you pick up that gray weapon and then you're not using it, but you instead have the intentions of upgrading it to gold, like if you're doing a gold challenge, that is not allowed, because that's kind of abusing the rules. That kind of defeats the purpose of that challenge. Because like with that other rule, it's like if you accidentally grab something, it's only by accident. That's how the rules is. You have to drop the weapon and then just use strictly what rarity it is for your challenge. Because if you have the intent of upgrading it, it's no longer an accident at that point. So this is the only machine that is not allowed to be used, is the upgrade machine. So yeah, it's only weapons that you find, and if you're able to buy it or find it. Like, I mean, keys are a bit hard to find regardless. They're not like the hardest thing to find, but it gets kind of a little bit difficult, and it's even scarce nonetheless. But if you get every weapon that's all gray and you already have like a shit ton of gold, all you have to really do is just pay for your whole inventory to be gold, and at that point it's pointless. But I'm being redundant. I have to do extra editing just to extend the rules, just because I said all that, but it's just worth clarifying. But yeah, this is the thumbnail that I put. Yeah, it's fixed now, but I just wanted to show on the record that I made this mistake. I was not at 800 video, now I am, but yeah, this is changed to 700. Either way, meanwhile this is happening like right after the whole mega trailer. I have gotten my battle pass, and I tried to do it in my first day. Did not get any luck, and this is proof of me winning this thing a while ago, and it's outdated. Thanks, Fortnite, for always updating your game and not keeping your replays the way it is afoot. But either way, we're here now, because yeah, I'm playing as Jennifer Walters, aka She-Hulk. Because I feel like she'll fit the green theme with everything. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody, by the way. I know technically she's not wearing green, because I just realized she just has a gold dress and all that. But that's fine. You know, she turns green. You know, she's only gonna get pinched in her human form, but is maybe not be smart to piss her off. But we're passing by Mega City, the new tilted towers of this season, and I've been there, and it's fucking terrifying. I'm not gonna lie. Like, when I played this the first day, yeah, it was really rough, because like everybody's going to the same exact spot, filling in the map, and I'm going to Mega City for the first time, and I only had like a med kit, and I found a few green guns, and I just get completely rocked, and that's not okay with me. So yeah, I'll keep track with all the green weapons. Like, you'll see it occasionally in the inventory, and I'll make mention of everything that I possibly can. any different perspectives or different angles that might be repeated for the purpose of showing the opponents or some different angle of what they were doing at that time. So I always say that in like almost every video pretty much. But yeah, here's my first kill. I'm pretty sure, I don't know if that was a bot or not, but like I wasn't gonna hesitate to find out. Like I wasn't gonna give him the light of day. But we're forming into She-Hulk because she's angry. And I could have broke that slurp tank at the corner. I never noticed that before. But I guess that's okay, because like I would try to find minis regardless, and like until I get 50 shield, then I would go for it. But man, I've been noticing it like while editing that I really did not mind my surroundings at all. But I heard a bunch of shots in the far distance, and I was trying to decide whether I want to go towards Frenzy Farm or this spot, but this spot was closer, which is why I went over here. Someone's driving a car over there. I'm not sure what that was about, but yeah, so far every green weapon that I have, the ideal weapons that I want, like the shotguns, it's not exactly what I want for shotguns because I really like the tac and it's not in this season. But I don't mind the combat. Oh god, that did so much damage. And yeah, I almost freaking died here, but I got lucky with that headshot. So yeah, it was pretty crazy. I had to heal as much as I can because I had like 20 health. But he hit me back, and I tried to go around to try to throw him off. I thought he was gonna follow me, but he kind of backed up a bit. But yeah, I thought like he was gonna get me too, but I don't know. I was a bit bloodthirsty, I'm not gonna lie, like when I'm playing these, because I was pretty determined on beating it again. But like I said, I had that rough day. But yeah, as I was talking about my ideal weapons, yeah, like the combat, I guess I don't mind the Maven. I forget which one's the really slow one, but I think the combat's the way to go for me, because I need something that shoots pretty fast for a shotgun. For the assault weapon, the red eye is pretty good. I like the red eye. It has some distance to it and all that. And there's another kill for me. There is like the normal one that kind of sounds like a silencer. I forget what gun that is. And the SMGs, like I know in the all grade challenge and more, like I try to refrain from using SMGs. At this point, I don't mind it as much anymore, I guess, as I kind of changed my view of that. Like, you know, I've been against it at first because I just hate when people spam it on me, and I don't want to do that to others. But yeah, like, I'm trying to win this challenge, so that's what I'm going to try to do. What's the next item I would use? Like, if I could have like a DMR, that's kind of okay, if I don't have a red eye. But if not that, then just the SMG like I mentioned, along with the assault rifle. And then the last two items, it really depends if I get lucky, but I'd rather have a med mist and 4 floppers. And I know people would be like, why wouldn't you get minis, like 6 minis? Because that's kind of like the standard as it is with like just playing in general. Like the meta is you might as well get 6 minis to get the most out of your shield. The thing is, because like, you know, when you're playing normally, you kind of get in hopes of finding big pods and all that. Like you try to complete your shield fully. With this green challenge, that doesn't allow me. There's no green challenge that gives me the other half of the shield, so I just have to get lucky and just find the rest of the shield, whether it be slurp tanks or slurp trucks. So it's a bit harder. It's a lot harder for that. So I'd rather have an overabundance of health. And you know, I know people would be like, okay, well in that case, why wouldn't you get 3 medkits? And yeah, as you see right here, I got the flopper instead of the medkits. And I did notice in the season that there's like a lot of slurp tanks, which is good, because I was a bit worried about that, because it had been other seasons, I probably would have been in the slurp factory again, but I probably would have been kind of trying to go into different plays, only because I don't want the footage to be repetitive, to be all grade challenge, go over here at Slurp Factory, green challenge, Slurp Factory, blue challenge, Slurp Factory. Like I kind of want to mix it up, and that's what I try to do here. But I go back to Frenzy Farms, and I do remember this part. Like in the background, something starts rifting, and I don't know why that's been happening, but I'm pretty sure that's just gonna be a thing with this season, because I know last season, like, you know, since the first time it was introduced with everything, the whole islands get formed together to form this region in Fortnite. But yeah, this is the footage right here. It just spawns like ammo boxes. I didn't know. There's a bunch of shit that riffs around me, and I notice it and I don't kind of react. But there is like another guy back there. I think he was Wolverine. He got pissed off because I declined joining the Avengers. But yeah, I was mentioning about the medkits. I don't like using the medkits. Like in the beginning of the game, I don't mind it. And this is the Wolverine I'm talking about. I was just talking a bit too soon, but if you notice, while everything was rifting, yeah, he was standing pretty like close by there. And yeah, I killed Wolverine. You know, he's not gonna get any healing factor from that. But yeah, the medkits only in the beginning of the game, because my logic is not using the medkits at the end of the game, because more likely I'm not gonna have time to, unless I completely run away from my opponent and hide very well, because these 10 seconds are very, very long to get my full health. So I'd rather have something quick, like I said, an overabundance of health, whether it be med mist and floppers, because with floppers, if I'm at like 1 HP, I could eat 3 floppers in 3 seconds and I'm already at full health just like that, just for like momentarily hiding in a different spot if I'm running away. Even if I'm behind a wall, it's a lot better than just, you know, oh, hope to God he's not gonna see me for 10 straight seconds. And even with that, like, there's a bunch of games where like I'm getting shot at, and you saw it earlier in this game too, where the person hits me with like the samurai sword, and yeah, I turned back to Jennifer Walters because I was scouting Frenzy Farms and I didn't see anybody. So yeah, She-Hulk, calmed down a bit. It's okay too. But yeah, as I was talking about, that the guy, he had hit me with the sword, and I was already at like 10 HP, and I was in the emergency zone and using the med mist as fast as I can. Like after I killed that person, I started using it, and that saved my life. Like if I had turned and he slashed me, I'm dead. I'm just completely screwed over. But that's something I do. I med mist, and then like I could run off to a different angle while med misting, and then like try to shoot him again, and then rinse and repeat. Unless I put a wall up, put some defense, I can med mist while he's like approaching me. Like all that is for the purpose of like giving myself some time. And I'm so pissed off at myself. Like, you see that, right? The fucking llama, I didn't see it while I was playing this, and I'm looking at it on the replay, and I'm like, what the hell, Scarknight, you didn't see that? Like, really, dude? You didn't see that shit? But it's okay. You'd be surprised how much I missed in these games. So, yeah. But I hope you understand the logic, because, like, if there's, like, 4 people left and the circle's really small and there's no really other place to hide, there's no real chance of a medkit you would get unless you, like, fortify the shit out of your builds. And obviously, if you've seen me play Fortnite before, I don't really build all that often at all. But I should mention that I've been seeing like the little marker thing where my ping is. I thought a person, like, I figured that a person was opening the thing, and he kind of was, like, he was standing there, because I thought he was trying to open it. Because in the first day while I was playing this, I was wondering what that was, and I opened it just to see what it does, and it does give me items, even green ones, but I don't know, it doesn't really benefit, and it takes even longer than a fucking medkit. But he almost killed me there. I'm at like 3 HP, but he dropped the crown, which is really good. Yeah, with She-Hulk. I kind of like the decision of having She-Hulk as my character for today. It fits just perfectly because, you know, green is my gold and gold is my green, pretty much. But yeah, I'm trying to heal as much as I can. Like, I know I'm not in danger because we're at like the far corner of the island, so it's all good. But yeah, nonetheless, he did have some pretty decent items for what's worth, you know, green wise. What was else I was gonna say though? As for minis, like, it would be smart, but like I said, I feel like I need to prioritize health mostly. In a normal game, maybe I would get minis, but even still, like, if I find 3 big pots, that's a lot more worth it because minis are more common anyways. Like, if I get lucky and kill a person, they're more likely to drop minis than, like, I mean, they might drop a med kit or med mist or something. And that's something new I noticed in this season. They have like a gold slurp juice, and I can't use that. And even still, like, slurp juices used to be just purple, so I'm not sure what other components there is. But I do know that when I beat the all green challenge the first time last season, you know, in the first 3 games no less. Oh, and those are the machines I was talking about, like the 3 machines that you need to open with the key. You know, if you were doing the purple challenge or the gold challenge, you could do that. But we'll cross that bridge once we get there. I might just like be super anti and not try to go the easy route by trying to look for keys over weapons in general. And I thought that was a person, is why I kind of jumped off the stairs like that. I do remember that much. And I'm kind of pissed off that these couches doesn't give any gold whatsoever, because like legit it's a couple swings and they don't give me a fucking dime. Like, what kind of couch doesn't have a single dime, dude? Like, that doesn't make any sense. But yeah, I'm just speaking my train of thought when it comes to what I'm thinking with minis, because I feel like even though I got like a shit ton of minis now, it's because I don't have, like, I used all my floppers and everything else. But yeah, and I'm trying my best to try to find the rest of the shield, because yeah, this is the problem right here. It's me stuck at 50 and all that. But yeah, I get the med mist instead of the minis. Eventually I'm gonna try to, like, if I get lucky enough, switch that entirely out so I don't have minis at all. But I don't know, like, I could kind of see the reasoning of other people keeping minis in there, but I don't know. Like I said, like, even in a regular game, I prioritize big pots. You know, even though I could only get 3 big pots is still pretty good. Like I said, like, if I kill people and they have minis, then that's 100% shield for me because I'm already carrying big pots. But yeah, that's completely fine. But this challenge was surprisingly harder than I thought. Like, you would think that like the all green challenge would be like easy, because like in a regular day, most likely if you were to get a victory royale, you have some type of green weapon in there. Like, if you're really unlucky or just playing normally, because maybe you're just not having or finding the best loot, like you'll have a green shotgun because you couldn't find a better shotgun, or an assault rifle or a DMR or something. Like, you have some type of green item in your inventory already. So it just feels very casual, because I came into this thinking, oh, by the way, yeah, the consumable mushrooms, that's just like, you're able to use them, but I'm gonna withdraw from using them since like I used mushrooms in the all gray challenge, so I'm not gonna be doing that. But I heard some shots over here in the canyon, but I couldn't really see where. It's a bit more into the distance. But yeah, I know you know what I mean. Like, you won victory royales where you had like completely shit weapons, and like you're just literally just playing the game normally. You're not going for challenges. You just so happen to not get good loot. You know, and there's other games where you have the full inventory of all golds, or even golds and purples or something. You know, you can't win them all, but that's okay. But yeah, I go over here and then I start like hearing some rumblings, I believe, because right in the far distance there's like another rift happening where this whole island pops up. Unless that already happened already. I kind of forget if it did or not. But there's something called Lost Island that occasionally appears. And I don't know if it's better loot. Yeah, it might already happen already. I'm very late to the party. But like regardless, it pops up. And I've been up there before. And it's just more treasure. I thought that like if you were to go there, there's some type of special weapon there, but I searched everywhere and I couldn't find jack shit. Not that I could use it anyway. And I'm back here at Frenzy Farms for the 3rd time. And yeah, I'm here with the crown. And the storm showed up a lot faster than I thought. I probably thought that the Lost Island was gonna spawn a while ago because it kind of triggered my memory when I was passing by the house. But either way, that's I've been up there. I don't know if it's completely worth it, but yeah. I heard a bunch of shots coming into the storm, which is why I went all the way to the right. And I was trying to think of a strategy because there's not that many people left. Actually, we're getting towards the end of the game. And I turned back to Jennifer Walters. I think there's like 11 people? 12? Something like that. I try to go work around because like I'm in a very like frequent area, very hot spot of an area because everybody's fighting each other. And with like, you know, green weapons, I really don't want to get third partied because I would get completely overpowered. But I do see somebody in the distance, and yeah, I'm just waiting for them to go over because it's a good thing there was cover there for sure. But Jennifer Walters, she just calmed down, and she's not like, she's a bit annoyed, but she's not pissed off yet to transform back to She-Hulk, so that's why she's kind of staying around. She's like, man, that's fucking annoying. This dude just shows up and starts shooting. I did accidentally grab a key. Like I said, that's allowed, like, to just get keys because you can't help it. Like, I don't even know if you could drop it. I never dropped the key before. I don't think. But yeah, we're getting close to the circle. I can't read the number because my screen is super small. I think that says either 5 or 3. I'm not sure. But yeah, I'm trying my best. It's not the smartest idea hiding in this corner if like someone saw me, because easily I would get cornered and there's nothing I could do. I would have no choice but to like shield up and then try to work my best around. So yeah, I was trying to hide in an already established spot, but either way, like I thought I was in a great spot regardless because I'm all like, I'm away from the people that was in the beginning of the storm when I first got in. But then I hear shots on this side, and I was wondering what the hell was going on. But yeah, it can't be 3 people left because I swear like someone just died just now. I don't know. You guys could see the number more clear than I do. I probably should have expanded this screen more so I could see properly. But yeah, I was a bit worried about this guy because the storm's gonna start going, and I didn't want to go too close because then he would see me and then I would have the issue of like the storm and him and like trying not to stay in one place too long and all that stuff. I thought he was still pretty close by. I thought for sure he wasn't gonna go far enough, but he went across the rock canyon. I thought he was gonna go a little bit more to the left, but I see him a little bit. And while this is all happening, I've been hearing like the what's that shit called? The slurp cannon, like in the distance over and over again. I was wondering what that was. So the whole time I was thinking what or how well he's doing. But at the same time, I'm like trying to go around to see what I could do. But yeah, right quick, while I'm going around over here, we're almost getting towards the end of it. And I kind of want to show off the perspectives of other people as well. But meanwhile this is happening, might as well turn back to She-Hulk right before the action. But yeah, I was going around over here because there's a lot that happened. Not really a lot, but like, I don't know. But yeah, somebody died here. And I don't know if you noticed, but in the beginning of the game, like, I'm pretty sure there's like a gold weapon or some purple weapon. That's been happening in a lot of games. I might be getting my memory mixed up with others, but yeah, that happens a lot. Because that's what happened in the all grade challenge. But yeah, I was talking too soon about the other footage. Now we're pretty much there. The other footage of the other guy right here. So this person was shooting a poor guy that was stuck in the ravine trying to get help, and then this guy just completely Mufasa'd the shit out of him and just continued to shoot him, which wasn't fair. Like, there was nothing that dude could do. He was just stuck in the water like a fucking deer, and he just slaughtered him. But yeah, he's going around, and there was a different person. I don't know if the other guy was like fucking around, but he put like a fortress up and he started to try to shoot at a car, and that exposed this area because I guess he wanted to blow up the car or something, but you'll hear shots in a second, and I'm not sure what that was about. But this character is a complete neo samurai, but this is what I'm talking about. He's shooting at a car. It's not even a person, but it gets tagged a little bit. This is before everything happened, her making the fortress and not even building well, because I don't even build this bad, but you know, that's fine. But he's building the fortress, and it's another reason why I don't build. I feel like if there's no one around me and I start building a fortress, that's gonna expose my area more, and I never like doing that. I only do that when I have no choice and there's no place to hide. But yeah, this is the car thing I'm talking about. Not sure why you wanted to shoot that. Like, the fire wouldn't have spread very well anyway. But that's what happens when you're like not looking around, minding your surroundings. It's getting shot at. Now you're being attacked by a fucking neo samurai, no big deal. But she's also a neo samurai for a baseball player. Tries to attack him, and now it's a samurai showdown, and she died. Well, yep, this is his perspective on everything, and it's really hard because like the replays kind of get everywhere and it gets a bit laggy. That's another thing. Oh my god, the lag of the entirety of the time I played the first day of this season. Jesus, that was another reason I had a rough day where like I just couldn't do jack shit. Like, I felt almost embarrassed. Like, there's times where I got second place multiple times where I'm like pausing on screen wondering what the fuck happened, like almost 5 to 10 seconds straight. But this is the other guy right here. There's officially 3 people left in this match, with one of them shooting at the other, of course, going through the trailer park. I don't know why you're just against humanity. Like, you're just going back home, dude. Like, you don't have to, just because he doesn't live in a house doesn't mean you need to just kill him, dude. Like, what the hell? You know, one guy is getting trapped in a ravine like a deer, the other guy can't build for shit and taking his aggression out in the car, and you just have to be in the way. But yeah, it's gonna go back and forth for a bit because I could understand why this whole fight's confusing if you're like wondering why they're looking at a different direction or whatever and where the fuck they go and all that. So yeah, hopefully this kind of makes more sense if I put it in this order, because now he's down here, because it's gotta definitely go back and forth. Yeah, like something like that I could tell could be confusing. You're like, what the fuck even happened? But this is his perspective on like why he went over there and all that, trying to slash him, because that really gets disorienting where he keeps slashing back and forth and he has no rhyme or reason of that. But yeah, they both climb past each other there. This guy's really struggling to fight the swordsman because he's like trying to keep with the accurate shots. But their health, my god, their health is so low. They really fucked each other up with that. But yeah, that's them climbing past each other again. And him doing his best trying to nail everything he can and trying to maneuver around. I mean, that's something I would do. Just going around the fence like that and trying to get cover as much as I can. But yeah, that person ended up slicing way past the person into the storm, chipping more damage. And actually the guy with the samurai sword is the one with the slurp cannon I kept hearing in the distance, because he ends up using it. But yeah, this is what I mean about him going to the storm. Not the best idea, but he's still trying to get some health. And yeah, well, we still need to see where it goes from here. Who do you guys think? Is it going to be slurp cannon guy, the unhumane person, or the guy just living his life, man, with the RV park? Like, if they want to live the RV life, just let them, dude. And even if they, I can imagine there's some people that are rich that own an RV, like, you know, those really big ass ones, because these were like the you know what I mean, like those other RV kinds, those straight up RV park ones that are a bit more common. Either way, this guy's using the pistol pretty well over here, really. And looks like, oh man, I know that wasn't the best angle, but that's what the replay shows. But he ended up killing him. Yeah, because this dude is at 15 HP or so, and oh, this dude got sent to the Shadow Realm. Holy shit.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Yeah, I feel bad for him, because it turned out after he killed them, I moved forward, and there was 2 people left, and this poor guy, 15 HP, I just shot him literally once, and he fucking dies, and I won. So a bit anticlimactic, I will admit, because, like, I know it's you hear 2 bullets, but it's just the one that connected, and that got him the kill. Yeah, a bit anticlimactic, and with anticlimactic battles, it's still really funny nonetheless. I still feel the need to do another match, which is why this episode is 50 minutes long. So let's do another all green challenge. I almost said Green Demon. Project Emerald. Here we go again. So yeah, we're doing another match. Unfortunately, I lost my crown. Not that it mattered. It's not that like I died. Like literally when I started the match afterwards, the crown wasn't in my inventory at all. Like, it literally glitched out. So it's not like I had a choice. But either way, this is a bit faster speed because for some reason while editing this was a tiny bit slow and laggy the entire time. So I put like 1.3 speed just to accommodate to make it kind of the same, but not really. But unfortunately, this is the problem with I almost said the Green Demon challenge again, my god. The all green challenge is that sometimes you'll have no weapons and you'll have minis and medkits. And there's a person right there who clearly has a gun, and there's nothing you could do but pickaxe. So I had no choice but to camp here and just wait for this fucker to leave so I could get a gun. And this was horrifying because this person is literally just right there, and I'm waiting and waiting, and I can hear him, and I'm like begging for him not to just turn the corner in here, because that's 100% gonna kill me. But he went up the cable thing. I ran off, and I'm pretty sure he heard me, because like right after I got this gun, I hear him go back down, and I start hiding again. And I knew he was gonna go specifically to my direction, because you see him right there. Turns a corner and didn't expect me right off the bat, so I completely blindsided him. But that's the best way for me to play that, because the RNG with the treasure box decided to screw me over with just healing items. Like, I don't need to get healed when I'm fucking dead. So there's that. Oh, there's that safe I didn't get. Man, I hate that I don't notice stuff. But this is the vending machine stuff that I mentioned. Just buying a green gun from that. Yeah, that stuff's allowed. Like I said, the upgrade machines are not allowed though. But there's some shots in the outskirts. Besides that, there's actually a guy right here coming up that I heard that immediately starts shooting. and I tried to get him, and it was like a mime. It was the noisiest mime I've ever seen in my life, but, you know, nonetheless, he got shot dead, and then we move forward, trying to go over to the next spot. So yeah, I guess it's for the best that it's like 1.3 speed, because this video would have been closer to an hour rather than 50 minutes. But nonetheless, it still works. Like I rather would have had just one game, but you know, these all rarity challenges always has me do multiple games. I mean, I only did the 2, this being the second, so we'll cross that bridge once we get there. I'm sure that it's gonna happen again in an all blue challenge, and then I'm like, oh, well, you see what happened was it updated again and I lost footage. And yeah, I'm not looking forward to that day, because I know it's gonna happen. It happened every time, because in the past couple days my editing been completely well, it's just I've been getting bad luck. Like even in Xenoverse, like I recorded the footage and I played it and I had a great episode, and I start editing it and it's literally just a black screen, and I'm like, man, fuck my life. So yeah. But yeah, there's this real person right here shooting at me, because you could tell because he's hopping around and he starts shotgunning me, and we do this hop gazelle shit with the shotguns. But you can't hop gazelle out me. I didn't say that right. You can't shotgun hop gazelle out me. I said it worse. I said it better the first time, and I did whatever. This is why I don't want to use the med kit. This is faster speed and it feels like it's taking forever. Okay, let's try this again. You can't out hop gazelle me with the shotgun shots. It's better, but I don't know. I'm not feeling it. It feels a bit too specific. You can't hop gazelle me. Never mind, I'm just gonna stop trying, man. Fuck these words. But yeah, in my opinion, in the She-Hulk show, like, cause I watched it, I'm not really a fan. I'm gonna be honest. This is how I felt. This lady right here with the clouds, but it got rifted here. I'm not sure what's the significance with this, because they gave me ammo boxes, and then this is just like a random bus stop, I think, but this was the footage right here. But I can't say I was a fan of the show She-Hulk, because I watched it and I was really hyped to see it and see where it goes, and I thought I knew where the storyline was heading to while I'm going back to Jennifer Walters. The actress for Jennifer Walters was great. I really like her. She's like a great actress and everything. But the problem was the storylines with the shows. Because I guess it's comic accurate, sure. Because like she breaks the fourth wall like a lot. But I don't know. Like, I don't like fourth wall breaking characters. There's only one exception, and that's Deadpool, only because he's funny. And literally that's the only exception. Other than that, I never liked fourth wall breaking characters like that. When they do that, I don't want them to talk to me. Like, that's what ruined the Ultimate Spider-Man for me. When Spider-Man's talking to me and he's Drake Bell and I don't hear Spider-Man, or his personality doesn't fit, it kind of ruined it for me. Like, I don't know. This person didn't even notice I was fucking there, so that he kind of deserved to die, to be honest. But yeah, besides the show, I thought the direction was that the Abomination was gonna escape jail or trick Jennifer Walters, and then they were gonna fight in downtown, similar to Abomination and the Hulk in the first Hulk movie in MCU. I really am tempted to say the second Hulk movie, because there is already a Hulk movie before. But I thought it was gonna be a complete mirror, where like She-Hulk fights Abomination, and then what happened to Dr. Blue, because everybody forgot about that character. Speaking of which, this other guy, don't know what he was doing. He might have been just breaking the wall for material, I guess. But I'm back to She-Hulk, because I wasn't gonna turn before, but now she's pissed off again, because she's all like, man, I want a better show or whatever. I'm not gonna spoil the ending of She-Hulk, but I'm not a fan. I'm just gonna say not a fan. But that's where I thought the direction was gonna go, her fighting Abomination. And I thought maybe Dr. Blue, because like I said, is forgettable, the most forgettable character. Well, not really, but like towards the end it was forgettable because it's been a literal decade and nobody brought him back. Like Kevin Feige completely forgotten about him. But I did a good thing with killing this person, just using the stairs to my advantage, because Dr. Blue, he was the guy that was talking to Bruce Banner, trying to find a cure and helping him out. And then once Bruce Banner, me shooting the slurp tank, damn it, I'm looking for S.H.I.E.L.D. Yeah, I've been looking for S.H.I.E.L.D. this entire time. But they've been trying to find a cure for Bruce Banner this entire time, and then they start meeting in person, and then towards like kind of the end of the movie, that's what turned the Abomination into like the monstrosity that he is because of Dr. Blue. He made him, and then he accidentally spilled some serum and it landed on his forehead and his brain started getting bigger. But that's literally the last time you see him. Like, you don't see him in any other movie, any other show, or anything. But besides that, I hear shots in the distance and I go over and I try to beat him killing the other guy, but it was too late because you could kind of see the loot in the background, kind of similar to the carcass, kind of hidden behind the rock. It's sad. I kind of wanted 2 of the kills because I'm greedy like that. But yeah, hopefully you guys know what I'm talking about with that Incredible Hulk movie, because I swear it's like forgettable. Like, I know people, you know, there's the, I don't know if it's called the trend or something, but like to rewatch the entire MCU series from start to finish, you had to remember a little bit of it. But yeah, I thought they were gonna bring Dr. Blue back and he was gonna be like, he's gonna recall himself and say he's the leader, and then they were gonna fight and something, and yeah, none of that happened. And I thought that was gonna be the introduction to Red Hulk. And by the way, I passed by a slurp truck and I didn't fucking notice it before, and I usually don't do this, but I don't like doing like the third party camera when I'm in buildings because it's like everywhere. But the reason I'm doing it here is because there's a clear view of a slurp tank right there too that I didn't see, that I passed by, and I hate that. I just didn't pay attention at all to it, and I could have got a full shield, and if not, I would have got at least 10 more shield, but I just completely missed out on that because I'm at 150 HP. There was a strategy I did when I won last season at the All Green Challenge. After the 3rd game, it was I used the strategy where I try to get like 15 of those plants, the habanero plants. I forgot what they're called, but they make you run faster, and they fill up shield, and I think they also fill up health. And that was really helpful for sure. That was my go-to things instead of minis, was those, because they come in 3s and there's usually 4 plants around them. It's the orange plants. I'll probably show it on screen if I could find it. Hopefully I remember, because this is same day upload. At least I'm gonna try to, because it's St. Patrick's Day. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna try to do. But yeah, overall though, like for the She-Hulk show, like I said, like the 4th wall thing kind of killed it for me too. And there's a lot of, it didn't feel like a hero show. I really was looking forward to it being a hero show. Like, even with like the lawyer stuff, I would have been fine with, because, you know, like I really like by the way, I tried to go for the zip line there and I completely missed. But I really like Daredevil and I like their court scenes, but She-Hulk missed the mark for me, personally, because, like, I don't know, she didn't want to be a hero, and it still feel like she didn't want to be a hero towards the end. Like, nothing's changed. She still has the same purpose, and she feels like she's forced doing this, and it just doesn't feel okay. It felt more like not really a sitcom, but like kind of closer to like the woe is me dating show, like, oh, who's gonna go out with this green giant? Dude, a lot of people, alright? I remember having a conversation with the person who's like, wait, you wanna go out with She-Hulk? It's like, well, she's green. I'm like, who cares? You would date Starfire and she's fucking orange, dude. Like, the hell? But yeah. But this is kind of towards the end of the matchup. I tried to go to the side because this was the best spot to hide. And I cut a bit because there's a lot of waiting there because I thought that the people were a lot closer to me. And there's this person that came out of nowhere while I turned back to Jennifer Walters. But this guy right here, he was fighting somebody. He picked up the samurai sword and he starts slashing to the sky. I don't know how many times you could do this. I guess 3 and then you could glide. But he came out of nowhere. When I turned, he was already in the sky and that threw me off. So when I saw the replay, it made sense. But the moment I turned, I was like, what the fuck? So yeah, I was really confused. But he goes on the roof and I thought it was him going after me. Like, I for sure was convinced that he saw me. And I thought this person down here was him, but it wasn't. It was just a guy hiding down there, I guess. Or it's either that or the guy that was also that. Let me start from the top. I think that's the guy that fought the other guy on the roof to begin with. Regardless, I killed that dude and I got myself another crown. And as you see there, I accidentally grabbed their items because it is too close to the green items I was going for, and also I was panicking. So yeah, as you see an example, as soon as I grabbed it, I dropped it. Like, that was a full panic. I had to fix my items again. But those are all my weapons there. It happens, you know, I get it. Especially since I'm in the cliffside with like the floor, like all those weapons are bunched up and it's really hard to grab stuff. And I was really hoping to see a mini or two, but I don't think I have any shield anymore. And I was worried about this guy on the roof still. I thought that was him, but he's there still, like putting a full block on. You know what I mean, like the fort and everything. But I kept hearing the sniper, but now it's officially one-on-one. And I just go for the attack immediately. And this guy's still going for the sniper shot, which is a bit surprising. It helps me out because you give me more time to kill you. And I'm so glad that he put a wall there because I needed to reload the gun as much as I could. He tries to slash me down. I don't know if I hit him there, but regardless, it helps me still with more time because I get to use the Menmis while he's like, you know, faffing around trying to get the sniper shot. And I already knew he was gonna go for the sniper shot again because as you see right here, I'm like hopping up and down like a prairie dog, hoping that he would just shoot so I could attack him while he's reloading. So I tried to approach him and try to dodge him completely and be as unpredictable as possible. And then try to build around him because I know if I don't, he's gonna try to high ground me and then try to snipe me. And this throws a lot of people off, but I tried climbing in this and all that. And with this shotgun shot, it got me the kill and it got me the match. And yeah, that is it for this episode of the All Green Challenges. You get double for the price of one of Project Emerald. Yeah, if you like this episode, don't forget to press that like button. If you really like this episode, please consider subscribing. Haven't considered subscribing already? Please watch another one of my videos. I play the video games, and if you like playing video games, you might like my stuff. With that being said, white tigers and dragons to you. You've been scarred by the night. I'm out.